What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm pretty much just gonna be running down the format I use for all my clients, mostly contractors. I'm talking mostly the roofing companies, also remodeling companies, any, contracting company pretty much. This video is for you. And I'm going to actually, show you guys my full process on how I get my clients actual results with Facebook Meta, walk you through the exact, proper steps and kind of tweaks that you need to be using in Meta in order to get the actual good results that you're going to be looking for here. But yeah, let's get straight into the process. So here's kind of like the first problem most of you roofers face is the fact that you guys are throwing money away, putting it into your daily ad spend and not getting any actual results. And most of you guys are actually targeting the wrong audience. Maybe it's, cheaper prospects, cheaper homeowners, just straight tire kickers. And you have no follow through system. So maybe, you have leads coming through. You have them, coming into your email, your, text messages, but you're actually not converting them at all. And, most of them don't respond to you because you don't have a proper follow-up system in place. So I'm going to break that down for you guys and, go in full depth on the rest of the slides here. So here's kind of our five-step system when it comes to Facebook ads. First would be hyper local targeting. So targeting actual homeowners in your area, whether it's, zip codes, whether it's, targeting within a mile radius. The main key that we like to use is zip code. So that's going to be the first step here. And then obviously the second step is going to be your creative. So whether it's image ads, whether it's video ads, this is going to actually, hook in the, the homeowner and the lead into seeing your content and pretty much stop them from scrolling on social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook. Um, and then we're going to obviously pitch them your offer. Say it's 20% off the next roof replacement. Say, you have a good offer on, the price, anything like that. We're going to give them that good offer. Sometimes it could be a bait and switch, but mostly we're going to want to, stick to our regular offer that we have. And then obviously speed to lead follow up. After, they click onto your ad, we're going to automatically, text them, even maybe call them, and make sure that we can book them in. That way we don't lose any possible leads. Um, and then the next step would obviously just be retargeting, figuring out, which actual areas, zip codes work the best for your area, and then, increasing the ad spend from there. So obviously, step one, hyper local targeting. So we're going to want to target homeowners within a 20 to 30-mile radius of your service area. And the reason for this is because you're obviously not going to want to drive very far for your jobs because you're going to be wasting gas money and, obviously, the fact that you just don't want to go very far for your job. So we want to target people in your area, obviously, and this is going to be, specific areas. So maybe areas with, a higher budget, maybe areas with homes that actually, are deteriorating and they actually need your service done. And, the next step would obviously be their age. So 30 to 65 plus seems to be the best, when it comes to the homeowner's age. And the reason for this is because you're not going to want to target people in the early 20s, obviously, because they most likely don't have a home. And if they do have a home, it's not going to be an older home where they need their roof replaced. So obviously, older people are going to be living in older homes because they might have owned it for a longer time. And they also have the money for the service that you have to provide. Obviously, you're going to want to exclude renters and apartments because they can't get their roofs done, so they don't own the home, and they can't buy a new roof or get their kitchen or bathroom remodeled. And then obviously, you're going to want to use zip code targeting for when it comes to, storm damaged neighborhoods because we can figure out which storms came through. Not only that, when it comes to zip codes, we can target areas with, homeowners more likely to, buy your service. So after we figure out who we're actually targeting, we're going to want to then set up our creative. So here's kind of what works before and after roof transformation videos. So showing what you can actually do for these people, whether it's, a damaged roof, whether it's a full repair, whether it's a full replacement, whatever you want to show them, we're going to want to show them the work that you've done. That way they know you're actually legit. What doesn't work is stock photos of roofs from the internet. Obviously, no one's gonna, stop scrolling because you have to remember this. People, whenever they see your creative, they see it, they look at it, they glance on it, and if you don't hook them within the first 5 to 10 seconds, you lost their full attention, and they're just gonna keep on scrolling. So people have horrible attention spans. Everyone's dopamine is absolutely fried, so you have to keep that in mind. Generic quality roofing since 1995 ads, nobody cares about that. Long-witted copy with no clear CTA, nobody cares about that. No captions. You need captions to hook people. Sadly, like I said, because people have horrible attention spans. Blur dark job site photos. What actually works is real homeowners testimonials, so they can trust you. We're in your neighborhood, local hook. They love the local people, and they know that they can also trust you because you're local. And then show the crew the process, the result. They love seeing that you have, a crew, and you guys have all of your stuff put together, so they can trust you that you have good work. And the bold text overlay, free inspection. Who doesn't want a free inspection? Nobody is going to pay for estimates anymore due to the fact that they have so many other options of free estimates. So after we have the creative set up, it's the next step's going to be your actual offer that makes them call. So offers that work, free roof inspection. Obviously, people are going to want to go with this because they don't want to pay for an inspection if they can just go to any other company. So no pressure, no cost, and it removes all the buying risks. So they feel like you can just show up, and obviously you're going to use your sales skills to sell them. Storm damage check. This works well if area went through a storm. People are gonna obviously want to see, if they have any damage, and obviously you want to make this free also because no one's gonna want to pay for this. And Another one would be a free estimate plus report. So you can, obviously give them the estimate, and you can give them the quotes and kind of tell them what's going on with their home. And then also we're in the area. It just kind of makes them feel like they actually have to get the estimate while you're there, because if they don't, they're going to be missing out. Okay, so in my opinion, this is the most important part when it comes to actual Facebook ads, because it's speed to lead. Nobody, people can fill out a bunch of ads, but whoever gets to them first is going to be who they most likely go with. So within the first 0 to 5 minutes, you're going to want to automatically send them a text message. And the reason for this is because if you don't send them a text message, they're not going to know, the next step. So if you don't already book them, and by the way, when it comes to my funnels, I have them actually schedule themselves in. And if they don't schedule themselves in, this is where we send the text message. That way they can do it themselves, kind of reminding them that they have to, and kind of triggering that urgency for them. Um, and then after that, within 5 to 15 minutes, you're going to want to give them an actual call. Now, when it comes to my system, I don't use any AI callers unless my client personally wants to use one. But I don't think AI callers are the best. It doesn't have enough trust yet, and I don't think they're at the points where, quite honestly, anybody wants to speak with them. So you're going to want to actually speak with an actual human being. So when it comes to my system, I have a team of callers, all in the U.S. By the way. They all have U.S. accents, so no Filipinos, anything like that. Pretty much, they call them, book them themselves, and the reason for this is because it kind of builds more of a trust factor, and they're actually excited to go out and go to your company and actually speak with you and get the estimate from you. So yeah. And then after an hour, you're gonna want to do a follow-up text if there's no answer, obviously saying, "Hey, are you there? Did you see what we texted you?" All of that sort of stuff. And then days, 2 through 7, you're just going to do a drip sequence, pretty much letting them know that their appointment is still booked in place, and a reminder letting them know when the appointment's scheduled. But yeah, this is pretty much the most important part when it comes to Facebook ads. Is speed to lead, because you guys can get a bunch of leads, but you guys won't convert them if you don't have, a speed to lead system. And then after that, obviously, is going to be retargeting, scaling what works. So website visitor retargeting. So you're going to show ads to people who visited your site but didn't convert. They're already warm. You close them. They've seen your content in the past, so they know who you are. They know what type of service you can do. So this is great. And then the video view retarget anyone who watched 50% plus of your ad video. They already have a clear understanding of who you are, like I said. And this is just high intent audience convert 4 to 6 times better, actually. And then lookalike audience. upload your customer list, Facebook finds thousands of people who look just like your best clients. So people who have already seen your content, like I said, and people who are already in the market, they just don't know who to go with yet. And then you're gonna want to double down on those winner ads. So creatives kill underperforming ad sets fast, scale budgets on what generates calls, and usually 1 to 2 ads seem to work. So you're gonna be testing around 3 to 5 ads depending on your budget. I would like to say your budget should be around $50 to $100 if you're a roofer or if you're a remodeler. But to be honest, anything below that, you're quite honestly wasting your time, and you probably should not be running Facebook ads just yet. So when it comes to real results, you're gonna want to see about an $8 to $22 average cost per lead. And to be honest with you, if you're getting anything above $30, maybe even $25, your ads aren't doing very well. So you want to, switch that out for what's working. And this is going to be, compared to Google ads, you're going to see about an $80 to $200 cost per lead. So obviously, Facebook ads are much cheaper. That's why they're great for companies who don't have the money for Google yet. And you're going to be looking at about, I would say, a $40 to $60 showed appointment when it comes to Facebook ads. So this should, result in, about 4 to 12 calls per week, depending on, what you're looking for. When it comes to appointments, I would say you're going to be seeing around the same, five to 12 appointments per week, if you have everything working for you. And this is from obviously like a $30 to $50 to budget. If you're doing $100 budget, you're gonna probably see around 15 appointments per week. And then this is gonna be 30% appointment rate. So of those leads that you have come through, if you have a really good ad, you're gonna be seeing around 50 to 60 convert to actual appointments. Um, and time to first see results, it can take around 2 to 4 weeks. But if you work with, somebody like me, you're probably going to see results within the first week, and you're going to be booking appointments within the first week when the system is set up correctly. But yeah, that's pretty much my full Facebook system, guys. If you guys want to, see more content kind of talking about Facebook, Google, all that sort of stuff, you guys can go to my page and you guys can subscribe, and I'll pretty much break down more videos for you guys. Just comment down below if you guys have any other video ideas or questions you have for me. If you guys want to talk to me more and you want to learn more about Facebook ads, or if you even want to partner up with me and you don't want to deal with, running all these ads and you just want to book appointments on autopilot, you guys can book a free consultation with me. I'll have it linked below. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.